And we're back on the next episode of Hero Clocks. Doing stuff, showing off these new headphones that I'm working on here. Yes, basically, while going through all of that stuff in that one pile I showed you, I was working on after, while I filmed myself working on. I found there was I had one of these little speakers, but then I found the other one in the pile. So I'm able to work on stuff here. So I got all this stuff together. I just need to add tape and of course wires, things like that. So basically, what we have here is the stuff I've been doing, showing you guys a lot of times before. That's basically hanger wire. You got your little screens. So they're basically these are things from Blessed stereos and things like that. The metal mesh from those, and then some copper wire here. I got a bunch of copper wire, so I was able to use these to wrap this around there, and then attach my telephone wire to these. And so basically, you just need to tape them on. Picking my nose, man. Come on, tape them on, and I'll do that. Also, actually, I do that right now. Let's go with that. Here we go. Where in the world? Where in the world is my... Are we kidding ourselves? So yeah, these little guys will just tape. The tape will help keep these whole. This tape is going to just hang out for a little bit, and basically keep these things on. I'll add lots more tape soon, but until then, this tape will help to keep the other thing on. So, let's see if they work, they fit. Oh yeah. No, I bent them on my head. I bent the thing onto my head, the length of wire onto my head, and then let it go down, so then I can know how long to cut it and make it work like that. Yeah. So this works really well. So this is looking good. I get some wire. Yeah. Here, wire from a T1 line. This is like a whole. Yeah. This is a very short T1 line. Because basically, it's just, look how much, this is like maybe a yard, 3 feet or so of wire. This is like almost the whole thing. So it's this is a very short T1 line. This is just that big, but just that long, It's just that long. It's not that long. But, I have a bunch of ones that are way longer than that. And this one was from one that was in a pile that was outside in the backyard for months, so it's pretty much useless as a team, anything except for they can use this. That's just how it is right now. Basically, with our issue with our cash right now, we have no choice. We have no choice but scrounge things for whatever we can get. So that's what we're doing. I gotta get all these untangled. I could use both of these, but I decided I don't want to because I really want something that's very different. Well, very different colors for this. So I'm gonna untangle all this. I'll untangle all this, and then I'm gonna handle this business. Yeah, excuse me. Boy, they like to just switch them all up together like this. Some water. How much water? Great. Yeah, it's old. Maybe some of this coffee. That'll do the trick. Yeah. That's awesome. Decaf, but it's still awesome. Dark roast. So that's really, really powerful. Really, really strong. Yeah, so this takes a little time. Keep doing it. doing that. No, I can't do that. I can't separate them like that. No, it's not gonna work. I gotta keep going. Once I just squish it up. But again, that could cause problems. That could hurt it. Nah, I don't like that. Well, let's do it this way. I don't want to hurt it. I do not want to hurt this wire. So one of the cool things about the system, I used to, when I first started making headphones like these, I would take little bits of wire and put them all together and try to do it that way. And of course, it didn't work out so well because they just fall apart. And I'd be like, what's causing this problem? Why can't I hear the music? You know. And now I just use really nice long lengths of wire. You know, so there's only a few connections that if the music isn't coming through, then I'll check those like basically 4 connections. Yeah, those connections. Each wire is connected to the headphone jack and the headphones themselves. So it's like, yeah. Yeah, I got some awesome ideas going on for my. Yeah, I'm doing my James Haley Chase. You have yourself a deal. Also on DeviantArt right now. You know, my how it should have ended of that, or fan ending. I don't know exactly, but you know, still, because I did a fan ending of Newark as far as Blendish, which is also James Haley Chase book. You know, but unfortunately, this one, unlike that ending, which was basically, which was actually pretty awesome and dramatic. Unlike this one will be awesome and dramatic. Unfortunately, it will be also way more violent, unfortunately, because there was like things in there. It's basically a Bond film kind of thing going on, where it was basically like, okay, you know, certain things you know are going to happen in this book. You know, I knew it was going to happen in this book, spy thriller type stuff. And one of the things is that a girl that our hero cares about is going to get killed. Problem is, the way they killed her in the book was one of the stupidest ways you could kill, stupidest ways possible. All right, basically there was a terrace, which is basically like a balcony, and what happened was, what happened was there was a sniper. Okay, there was a guy named Jojo who was the assassin. He was working for the Chinese, and he basically got a sniper. He got a sniper rifle. He got a sniper rifle, and with his annoying boss, so annoying and not really doing anything boss, I call the layabout loser, Sadu. Okay, who would have been interesting if he had actually done stuff. But anyway, he basically got the sniper rifle, set it up near this highway behind the mountain villa that they were living in. That our hero and these 2 girls were living in. Now the issue with what was the hero. The girl was the important girl, right? The girl the hero was trying to pretend to be, whose husband he's trying to pretend to be, was basically found unconscious, all right, unconscious, right, outside, in like, I don't know, near China, unconscious near China, with a tattoo of a famous weapon, a very important Chinese weapons developer on her body. So basically, she also has amnesia somehow. Some reason she has amnesia, right? So basically, she didn't really remember what happened before, but you know, she has this tattoo of a Chinese weapons specialist on her body. So that means she probably, he only tattoos things he claims as his. So if she was his property, then she would know. All kinds of cool, crazy stuff. If she was with him, that intimate with him, she would know all kinds of crazy stuff about, whatever, all kinds of different things. Like, so basically there are like 3 agencies after her. The CIA, who were trying to get her to find her, keep her safe, find out what's going on with all this stuff, see if she knows anything about these weapons. The Russians, who want to take her and basically get information from her, from the Chinese. All the Chinese weapons and all that stuff, and the Chinese themselves, who want to kill her before she can either get captured by either of them. So basically, you have this Chinese dude named Jojo, which is the worst name ever, trying to kill her. All right, So he finds out through an annoying side story. They find out where she's going to be. Okay. You have our CIA operative, our hero, pretending to be her husband in this villa in his boss's vacation home, and basically there's also this nurse that got caught up in this one attempt for the Russians to take the girl. And the nurse got caught up in it too. She was basically going out to the room with our hero to basically say, no, she's not ready to leave yet, And all of a sudden they found that the main Russian bad guy was in there, prepared, basically gave her a sedative and knocked her out, and was basically preparing to get her, take her and put her in the ambulance that they got, okay, that they were able to get to make things look official. So it's like, oh my gosh, pretty cool stuff if you ask me. Problem is, of course, what do you like that? I think I like that. Okay. Problem is, of course, when they saw each other, the Russian our hero and villain saw each other. It was like, oh shoot, we realized, eventually they quickly realized something was up, when they were captured. The CIA and the nurse were captured, taken hostage and captured and stuff. And it was, so that was like, that's how she got caught up into it. So basically, the nurse and the girl he's pretending to be married, and actually, our hero started to fall for the nurse. So a nurse and the hero who is basically captured, who basically. The nurse was needed to look after this girl while she was basically recuperating from, the amnesia and sleeping, being knocked out all bunches of times. So basically, eventually, they're in this house, and he's starting to fall for the nurse. She's starting to fall for him, but he has to pretend to be this other girl's husband. So it's a cool little spy love triangle thing going on. The problem is, there was an issue where basically, when they find later, the Russians used the Russians as the main bad guys. As the main bad guys, were able to get the secretary of the boss of the CIA to tell him where the girl's gonna be. Okay, so then basically it's like, okay, when they, so then later they found out. Later, his boss, the boss, found out that the secretary. Saw, basically, found out about what happened with the secretary, right? And was like, oh no, I saw a mark on her body. Said that, a mark on her arm shows a puncture mark. It's a puncture, wound. Like, a needle was used, a hypodermic needle. So basically, if she was given truth serum by the Russians, she's talked. So basically, do not let this girl go out in the open. You're in danger now. Do not let this girl go out in the open. The villa was like guarded by 6 army guys. So he's like, I'm sending out 6 more army guys. So I have 12 people, 12 army guys hanging out. But I do not let that girl go out in the open. Keep her off the terrace. He said those words. So I was like, okay, keep her off the terrace. Then only a little while later, our hero's like, okay, listen. I tells one of the, was ordered by the boss to have one of the men go, one of the army guys that were there, to go and hang out and look near the highway. And basically there was like be on the edge of the highway. This one highway behind the mountain, because basically it was like, you have a mountain, you have the villa at the base of the mountain, or something like that. The villa at the base of the mountain, and then you have like this awesome fortress gates and things, and lawn gates, things like that, and pathway, driveway up to the gate. So basically, it's like impossible. There's like a bunch of guys there, all army guys, all decked out and everything, pointing with machine guns and stuff, pointing at the front gate. So basically, if anyone tried to force their way in, they would get killed. It would not go well for them. So basically, a frontal attack was not out of the question. So basically, what happened was, there was an old footpath. No, they put a guy up there, but there was an old footpath nearby that highway that was like off to the side or behind on that mountain or whatever. The mountain behind him or whatever. So basically, what happened was the Chinese figured that out, and they sent Jojo and Sadu, our two annoying minor bad guys, out there, and basically it was like, alright, so basically now they can see, the guy has a sniper rifle. Oh wait, crap, what the? The guy has a sniper rifle. Oh, come on, what happened? The guy has a sniper rifle, okay, and so he can see onto the terrace. If someone goes out on that terrace, that he can kill them instantly. Okay, but the issue with me was that our hero went out onto the terrace after being told, "Do not let this girl go out on the terrace." So I was like, "What? Wait a minute. Does the only thing is safe for not safe for that girl?" Yeah, that makes sense. Then later, our nurse was apparently going to go sunbathe on the terrace. All right, so she goes out there onto that terrace, and you know she's just hanging out. And basically, she dyed her hair blonde to be like more like that girl, look more like that girl who he's basically pretending to be married to as part of his cover. Because of course she wanted him to basically look be more attractive to him. So he's like, yeah, I liked you the way you were. You're fine. You're very beautiful. But the problem is, I gotta pretend to be this girl. So it was an annoying thing that she dyed her hair blonde. So basically, the China, knew the girl's blonde. There's a blonde girl, kill her. Okay. So then it's like, so she gets killed by that. Okay. She gets shot by a sniper's bullet from like near a mile away. It's not cool. And it's like, what the heck? I mean, not a mile away, but still. She gets shot by a sniper's bullet and is killed, and it's like, what the heck, Now, I was like, okay, this could happen, in films like James Bond and stuff like that. That could happen. Problem is, what the heck's going on here? The thing is, it's basically like, okay, now we can get revenge, Eventually he'll get revenge on that guy, it'll be awesome, it'll be great. But then that guy is captured alive and basically tells the bad guys, the good guys, where his two accomplices are, and they're easily captured too. So I'm like, what the heck? We really revenge with that, It's kind of crazy. But my version, that long explanation was basically to say, my version basically is trying to be more like a Bond film. JoJo with a better, with the name of J Murder, because he can have the real name be JoJo, but that's not an intimidating name. So I decided, why can't he just call himself something intimidating or more intimidating? So he calls himself J Murder in my version. Anyway, so J Murder. We already used a knife to kill someone earlier in the book. Okay, we'll use a knife this time. So, and Sado will cover him with a sniper rifle. So that means Sado does something, and J Murder is able to go down and use his knife again. So he goes off, finds homegirl, breaks in, Sado covering him. He's able to he almost gets caught. In my version, he almost gets caught by a soldier. He gets caught by a soldier, but then the soldier is killed by that by Sado shooting the sniper rifle. So it's like, I'm gonna get tied up. So it's like, all right. So he's able to break in through the terrace because they can see the terrace. So they were able to he rappel down to the terrace, and then sees the nurse Jenny, who's basically just getting some tea so she can go to bed, and he gets her with that knife. All right. Then our hero walks in, sees that she's been got hit and killed by the knife, sees JoJo, sees that homegirl's been killed by the knife, and then basically attacks him, attacks J Murder, who tries to hit him with a knife, but it doesn't work because of course the guy is like well trained and awesome, as we heard seen earlier in the book. They're really awesome. They tussle around, knock each other into walls, and eventually, our hero gets backed up against the wall, and J Murder's trying to bring the knife down on him. Okay, he's trying to bring the knife down onto this guy. The guy is able to, but then our hero is able to knee dude in the stomach, which causes him to lose focus. Lose focus and loosen his grip on his knife. Which gives the guy, our hero, the opportunity to grab the knife out of his hands and stab him with his own knife. So that's what I did. I changed it that way because it's like that's what would happen. It's that's what would occur in a Bond film. The guy has a knife. And then it's like not only is it's poetic justice, it's what someone as a hero who really cared about classic Bond style hero would do. So it's basically and of course it's definitely poetic justice. I like the poetic justice-ness of that kind of stuff because it's basically like you killing people with a knife. He who lives by the sword dies by the sword. So basically it's like you kill people with a knife, and then physically that's gonna happen to you, in the classical Bond style film. So that's what happens in my comic. and it's, yeah, definitely very different than, oh boy. Maybe I should have stuck with that. Oh well, I like doing that anyway. I liked doing that, so yeah, we're gonna. But I liked unwinding it because it's unwinding. Yeah, I don't know. So yeah, it's definitely more violent than my other stuff, you know. But hopefully it's not. Yeah, but basically it's not my normal stuff. It's basically doing a different thing with the material given. What the? What's the other end? There you go. That's what we want. So yeah, it's basically doing something with the material from the book. Something different from the material from the book. So it's like, yeah. So then it's like, yeah, there's a lot of cool things I'm working on, and I have ideas about, even more alternate endings, to that, like a regarding Henry type story with our one character, one female character in there. So it's gonna be great. I figure that out. That'll be awesome. I gotta do that. Yeah, I will do that. I'll do it. So basically, yeah. Sorry. After all that unwinding, which was not really that necessary, but I decided to do it anyway because I really wanted to. We got our solid color and our white. Our color mixed with white. We'll say the solid color is the positive, so we'll put that over here. Positive, so we'll put that over here. Wrap that around there. And the negative one with the white in it, we'll wrap it around here. So grab it up. So we can wrap these to give them more security. We'll wrap the wire around here. So I'm hoping this is good lighting, because I got my light here. I definitely need to work on getting better lighting, and I will, because I really want to. I don't know yet. And this can work, so there you go. There we go. Now for the other one. Yeah. See here. Hero Force Neo. There's gonna be a lot of cool stuff going on with Hero Force Neo eventually. And of course my Wild Force, how it should have ended. That one is definitely gonna be interesting, because basically what happens is basically what I'm doing is I'm trying to make things more accessible and explainable than they were in the actual Power Rangers Wild Force show, because basically there was like, okay, it was like, alright, and of course trying to make the princess less patronizing, because that's definitely the word. She basically talks down to them, talked down to the Rangers, a lot. It was not good. It was a lot of hammy acting with that, because she was like, hey, I want you to be the leader of the Power Rangers Wild Force. Yes. Oh, I give it to him, and it was like, where did, we have Zinaku, one of the coolest characters in Power Rangers history, in my opinion. Well, like, where did you get this jewel, this necklace? And he's like, I got it from a dear friend of mine. I'm like, it's kind of crazy, It didn't seem real. To me, I was thinking about having this girl be like, actually, pretty cityfied, but that is like, Taylor. I could have Taylor be that, like, sort of like that, but I could have her be, at least more realistic, because basically it's like, my version, she's basically more like, she basically will give more insight to it, because basically she will be like, because there was like one part where she's like, in my version, where she's like, okay, I starts telling us the story of how things happened, and she's like, okay, look, first of all, I was given the honor of becoming Princess of the Earth, because there's the Guardians of the Earth. Now it's Princess of the Earth, who she basically, that's all I'm saying. I'm saying that, but in charge, basically she's supposed to be a human who is basically given power by Animus to mess around and be like, all right, I get to represent humanity, basically, in this thing, and people will, humans will help me. I'll be able to go and help find other humans to help out with stuff. It'll be great. That's what it was basically supposed to be. you know, and she basically said stuff about how she didn't realize that it would cause, say, basically, friends and family would basically grow old and die. Well, she stayed around, and you know, stuff like that. But I sacrificed that for normal life to save the earth, you know, to help protect the earth. And so that's the way it is. And you know, and basically it's more of a, you know, more human type of story. And of course, I'm going to mess around and do things differently with the Zenaku Power Ranger, the Wolf Ranger thing, because Zenaku was awesome. The Wolf Ranger was awesome. Don't get me wrong, he was. But yeah, I like Zenaku better, definitely. Definitely. So yeah, this might be very different. So just to warn you. Yeah. So yeah, we got this going. Tape. Got the electrical tape. Very cool. Important. Let's get this together. Then just tape this on here. Wrap this around here. Like that. It's been a pretty, you know, busy day today. I thought we were gonna move today, but it's like the ladies in the apartment's like, okay, well, you know, it's not ready yet. You know, we have to wait another week, and it's like oh man, you know. But it's like, you know, if we have another week, we can do some other stuff. You know, we can continue packing, get things going. Because obviously, we were, you know, it looked like we were getting ready to go today. So it was like really just high. Everything was all, you know, intense and everything, and it was like, oh my gosh, you know, we're all, you gotta get out of here, we gotta move, we gotta do this, we gotta do that, you know. It was pretty hectic, you know. But then, you know, it was like, nope, well, yeah, we need to do this, you know. I'm like, okay, like that's annoying, because it means more time waiting, more time having to do stuff, pack and stuff like that. In some ways that's not fun, because it means more stressing, you know, more being stressed. But in other ways it's great, because that means we have more time to get things together, you know, to be ready. So basically, you know, to be ready, you know, to do things. Now, unfortunately, electricity will be going out eventually here, so it's like, you know, not the best. So eventually, it might mean it'll be harder for me to make videos. I will try to do my best, but yeah, we'll have to see. It'll definitely be harder for me to do Mugen and Let's Play, so, you know. Hopefully we won't be without electricity long, though. The next place will have electricity, and it'll be awesome electricity, so let's get do it. It'll be awesome electricity, so yeah, let's get going. I'm just very looking forward to that. It's going to be so great to be able to do that. It's just, yeah. But you know, anyway, basically after getting that news, dealing with a bunch of other different things, me and my mom were able to go and hang out downtown, Tower City, and get you know, Chinese food, because you know, I like showing that off. That's in a video. It should be, you know, should be on here. A video that should be around, yeah, on YouTube pretty soon. And then there was like, then there was like, yeah, I can just rip this. Yeah. Then there was like, let's see, what was it? After we got Chinese food, we went and got new shoes from Payless, and unfortunately, well, I decided, you know, there was some older ones, you know, some of the, you know, slip resistant ones that I had for my job, that I got because I needed them for my job. They basically were just falling apart. And like, I think I got some higher quality ones. These right here are higher quality. Problem is, they cost more. These are like near 40 bucks compared to the other ones, were like maybe 30 or 20, 25, like maybe something like that. These are like 40. So it's like, you know, they're better. They cost more, and it's like, you know, I hate that. That it costs, you know, I have to like just, you know, bite the bullet, you know, swallow my pride with that, because I really want to get me some stuff. Like, there's a 32 gigabyte SD card out, you know, that SD card that, I'm not telling you where it is because I don't want you to get it, but it was like $24 on sale. I'm like, oh my goodness, I can get that, you know, I can put that in my phone. This phone that needs an SD card, you know, if you can support it, you know, but I have 32 gigs. That's more than the computer I have right now, you know, that'd be so great, you know. See how they would fit. My hair. Here, man. Let's see. They fit? Yeah. They're a little crude. They're a lot crude, but still better than they were. Oh yeah. And basically, we need, my mom prefers I have smaller headphones. The bigger ones, so I usually wear these kind I can wear outside if I wear outside if they're properly when they're properly taped. Yeah. So they look mostly like normal ones. Then that's fine with me. Because I have better sound, and not have to deal with all the earbudness. The issue with earbuds is, of course, they don't have this awesome head thing. So basically, if something pulls on them, they'll fall, right? It can fall out of your ears, and that's not fun. So, well, this takes a long time. This wrapping stuff takes a long time. Yeah. So I'll show a little bit of it. And then we have to work on Fate or Final Fantasy X. I don't know. What time is it? There's a lot of things. Yeah, and the issue is, there's a lot of crazy stuff going on. There's a lot of cool stuff where basically it's like you get the small order of something now, and it's like still pretty big. Okay, they have single meat and double meat at this place I go to. Okay, I got the single meat, and that's plenty. That's plenty. Because basically it's like you got the sweet sour orange chicken. That stuff is amazing. My favorite stuff around. And basically what it is like this: you get 2 maybe 2 cups of fried rice, chicken fried rice. With it's pretty cool, tasty, wonderful eggs, peas. There's pieces of chicken. It's wonderful. Awesome, tasty sauce. It's wonderful. Then you get mixed vegetables like a cabbage. Good handful of cabbage. A bit of broccoli, some carrots, some slices of carrot, and then you get your meat, and that's like a good amount of meat in there, and it's like, single double meat, and it's like, I'm like single, and I got that, and it's like, oh my gosh, and it's like you get that, and that's like $5 or $6. The drink adds $1 or $2 more, but then it's like, plenty, So if I was, certain times I would, I would only eat like half of that, and then I have to save the rest for the next meal because that'd be plenty. Is that enough? I think that's plenty. That's good. That's good. Gotta have a place, big enough for your neck. And you just basically go down, all the way down. So this is like, okay, this is maybe not be 3 feet, man. This is not 3 feet. This is like 6 feet. It's so tall as me. Look at that. Oh my goodness. That's pretty tall. I'm like 6 feet. I'm about 6 feet, so this is pretty tall. So that 6 feet. But I have ones that are way longer than this, so it's like, 6 feet. It's not bad. If they come in handy. I like that good amount of length when it comes to these kind of things. So that'll be nice. So I'll see you guys next time. Check me out on YouTube TV and Art, especially Air Force Neo and Final Fantasy and